Welcome! Today we are going to talk about all the things we've learned from horror movies because running up the stairs while you're being chased by an axe murderer does not boast well for survival. You're listening to Open Here, a podcast produced by PACTV. I'm Tiff Phillips.
I'm Mark McKinley.
Let's get started. Mark, we're back. We haven't done this in a while.
I know, and I'm looking forward to it.
I know. Well, so we usually debate, but today we're going to have a little bit of a discussion, you know? We're going to chat about our life lessons.
I would like to think that we are going to share knowledge not only amongst ourselves, but with the public as a whole on things that, we've learned watching horror movies that will carry over to everyday lives.
Life skills. You can learn them at any age.
Exactly.
Wonderful. What do you got?
So the first thing is always carry
Props.
a pocket knife. Now, I like this pocket knife. Granted, it's not a Swiss Army knife or anything like that, but you only need the bare essentials. How many times have you used a toothpick or the tweezers or the corkscrew on a Swiss Army knife? Yeah, see, you've got got no reasons.
Never.
You've got nothing. But this has the bare essentials. It's got a blade on it, so be able to cut any bonds or anything. Mm-hmm. Granted, it's probably not TSA approved, so I can't carry it on a plane. Whoa, what about those snakes? What am I going to do about those snakes, Tim?
Samuel will take care of them.
He will. But the thing I like about it, it's got a fancy screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
I can do the Phillips. I can do a regular flathead. I mean, it's a kind of like a bare essential need that it's an everyday carry for me. You hear that phrase turned around, used, an everyday carry. What's in your everyday carry? Well, this certainly is to get me out of any type of horror-related predicament.
Perfection. I love it. Because, tools, they go a long way. If you're stuck in a room, you can use that screwdriver, unscrew the hinge, be perfect. Awesome. All right. So my first one is don't ever say, I'll be right back when you're in the woods. Because you know what? You are never going to come back. So like Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, they all say it. Do they ever come back? No.
You immediately put a target upon yourself when
Seriously,
you say that.
You're just luring the serial killer. You're just luring him in. And that's what I got.
With me, it's always to pay attention to the gas station attendant.
Ooh, good one.
Now, granted, here we are in our newfound age where we've got our smartphones that give us GPS driving directions. So we're not asking the gas station attendant, hey, where do I need to turn?
But you never know, because I was in the Catskills this weekend for a wedding, and guess what? We lost reception and had to ask for directions.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, my Waze was not working.
Oh, my goodness. But, that's the thing. They will tell you the ways to go. Don't go down that old dusty road because at the end might be some sort of weird serial killer. Always pay attention to whatever the gas station attendant tells you.
Or if just they're a big weirdo, because 9 times out of 10, that's like the first in a series of really big weirdos. It's like foreshadowing. Just pay attention. Be smart.
Excellent.
All right. So if you're alone in a house and hear something weird, don't ask who's there. Why do people do that? Just get out of the house. Just get out of the house.
Well, let me even spin that on you. That's the important thing. You get out of the house. You don't run upstairs or downstairs. You just get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Exactly. So, like, who's there? What are they going to say? Like, oh, hi, it's me. I'm coming to murder you. And that will give you 5 seconds to run. No, they're not going to say that. They're going to breathe heavily or go, cha-cha-cha-cha. And then they're going to come after you.
And another important thing, too. So, yes, you hear this noise. Do you have other people with you? You probably do. You don't want to be the only one running out of the house. You never split up, Tiff. You never split up. There's power in numbers.
There is. Why do they always decide to, we'll cover more ground that way? It's like, what ground do you need to cover? Stick around, friends. That's what you use, the buddy system. We learned that in elementary school.
Yeah. And it holds true even today.
Yeah. All right, so don't buy the ridiculously cheap house. There's a reason. That darn house is haunted. It's built under an Indian burial ground. It's right up the street from a pet cemetery. Yes.
And this, here we are, we're recording this, and the housing market is, through the roof, literally. But, yes, if you're seeing that cheap house, there's a reason why it's so cheap.
Do you have a favorite of like a creepy house movie?
Don't look under. Who lives beneath the stairs? Don't look under the stairs.
Oh, yeah. People under the stairs.
People under the stairs.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I had the creepy kid with the
I
tongue cut out.
Yes!
I mean,
That was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Oh
It was
my
awesome.
gosh, that-
Amityville Horror was a good one.
Yeah.
Poltergeist.
House is not that bad.
That's a great one.
Not the TV show, but there was
Yes.
a movie. There was a movie.
Not House MD. That's a whole nother can of worms. But yeah, don't buy the creepy house. It's not worth it.
Here's one for you. Don't pick up hitchhikers.
Do people still pick up hitchhikers? Do they?
I would hope not. Well, I mean, we'll get to this on my final kicker moment, but that's the thing. Think about how the Texas Chainsaw Massacre started. The original 70s.
Right.
You find a creepy guy, he's burning up Polaroid pictures. That's a flag. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
A big red flag.
Right.
If you're picking up a creepy hitchhiker and he's burning stuff in your van.
Yeah.
So
This isn't the 60s, friends. You can't just pick up a couple of hippies in the middle of nowhere and they'll share their weed with you. It's just not going to happen. Don't pick up hitchhikers. It's 2022. Come on, man. People are scary. All right. So if you think you've killed the one person who's trying to kill you, don't hover around. Just don't. People are just like, is he dead? Who cares? That gives you a head start. Get out of there. Go find a police officer.
another reason to get out. But that's the thing. Everyone, would you peel the hockey mask off?
No. Some things should stay a mystery.
Would you take the gunny sack off the head?
This one actually reminded me of Cujo.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the dog. And then they check the dog. No, don't do it.
The creepiest scene in Cujo was that poor little kid burning up in the car, Oh, my goodness.
I can't. People need to not ever do anything with children in horror movies. Pet Sematary, scarred me for life.
Oh, my gosh.
Just don't ever. That is my one thing. Don't, because then I'm out.
Now, for my little kind of last little kicker item, a nugget of knowledge nuggets, as I like to drop all the time. If it's too good to be true, Tiff, it probably is.
Right.
And that's a good rule of thumb you can use that, I certainly learned from horror movies. And, so that's certainly, it kind of reflects on other things, Do you pick up a hitchhiker? Well, you probably have to go with your gut. You always want to, spread kindness and be kind in this day and age, but also go with your gut,
Right.
too. So definitely, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. That pot of gold that you find in the woods, don't take it. There's a leprechaun that will come after you and stab you in your ankle.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I totally get that because, leprechaun. You just sorry, I got a flashback. I got the face in my head.
Oh, yeah. You can't get it out now.
Jennifer Aniston was in one of the original ones.
She was, yeah. I think
that was how she got her start.
Leprechaun in the Hood, was that the one?
I think she was on one of the earlier ones.
The early ones, one or two.
Was Snoop on?
Snoop was on, Leprechaun in the Hood. So.
I love
Leprechaun
Snoop.
3.
So good. All right. Don't buy creepy toys. Don't buy creepy toys.
I like creepy toys, Tiff. Come on.
Chucky, that's dangerous. Annabelle doll. Ugh, gosh. Why do people do these things?
What about the little squishy ball thing? The wacky squirter ball, you squeeze it and ooze comes out of it. And
Is that a creepy toy?
It's a creepy toy. I enjoyed it. Does that make me a bad person, Tiff?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I mean, Chucky came out the time the big little sister dolls. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah,
what are they called?
My brother,
my little brother.
My
buddy.
My buddy.
The girl and they
My
had the
buddy
boy.
and
I
me.
think that came out the
Yep.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. My buddy. Great little theme song that came
My
with
brother
it.
had one forever, and we used to use it at haunted houses. We used to make our own haunted houses in the basement, and then pour blood all over it. It's awesome.
And the spinoff, now the WWE, but that back then, the WWF, not the Wildlife Foundation, but the World Wrestling Federation, they had wrestling buddies. So,
Oh, that's right.
you can have the pillow of Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
You just unlocked a core memory. I totally forgot those even existed.
Yeah,
Very
everyone.
exciting.
And then you had My Pet Monster.
Yeah.
Oh, see? Look at that. Look at that. The member berries are kicking in.
80s and 90s coming back, doing ties all together. All right, I know we only had 5, but I have a 6th one. Don't babysit on Halloween. Don't babysit at all. Why do babysitters always die?
You've got to have babysitters. The parents have to go off to the great gala.
I don't know. It's creepy. I know, right? But it's like midnight and you're going to get a phone call and it's calls coming from inside the house and it's a whole thing. I wouldn't babysit nowadays. It's terrifying.
Really?
Oh, no.
Oh, so you just put the webcam on the kids and make sure they don't burn the house?
It's 2022. This is how it goes. Alexa can take care of your children.
And order you a year supply of whatever paper product you want.
Do you got any favorite lines from horror movies? There's some good ones out there.
I've said it so many times. Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
That movie. There's so many twists and turns in it, but that scene where the guy looks up and says, "Get out."
Yeah.
Get out.
So good.
Yeah.
There's some really good ones. My favorite is the Dawn of the Dead. It's when there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
Oh.
I'm a huge zombie movie fan, so that's all about that life. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Because what if hell fills up and they have nowhere else to go? They come back and then they kill everybody, and it's awesome. And then it's a circle of life, circle of the undead. The end. All right, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for coming back. We're so excited. I'm always so excited to have you on.
Always glad to make an appearance, Tiffany,
Yay.
and hang out.
Yay! You've been listening to Open Here, a podcast produced by the local scene of Plymouth Area Community Television. PACTV is the community media provider for the Massachusetts towns of Plymouth, Pembroke, Kingston, and Duxbury. To see more of our content, visit pactv.org/thelocalscene. I'm Tiff Phillips.
I'm Mark McKinley.
Thanks for tuning in. Let's hang out again soon. Hi friends, if you like this video by The Local Scene, share the love and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe.